Hello YouTube! Welcome to a new Let's Play by me, EclecticAndrew, a gamer. And today we are playing at least the story of Path of Exile. The Forbidden Sanctum. We may have to see what that's about. But anyways, to play this game, it's on Steam for free. I would suggest spending a little bit of money on it for a few life upgrades, quality of life upgrades, that's all. Otherwise, you can play it completely free. Have fun playing the story, or enjoy watching me play this game for you today on YouTube. And give me one moment. I will be right back in one little second. Okay, and now, as we can see, we get to choose between these prisoners of the Templar Blackguards, who are holding court over shipping us away from our homeland. The Challenge Leagues. You can choose a league. Like I said, that's the name of the Sanctum is the name of the league for this season. It's the latest release in the update patches. And it's not story update, but it's like side content, side questing updates that these challenges make. And the Sanctum. Dare to enter the Forbidden Sanctum and uncover its treasures. Ooh, that sounds nice. Well, we will be playing that today. And we get to choose from our 7 soon-to-be exiles. The Templar, the Shadow, a Marauder, a Scion, a Ranger, a Duelist, and a Witch. Why the 2 people on the end of the choosing option not have any pants or shoes on? Well, they have skirts. This is the Templar, he has a skirt. But anyways, let us go with the Witch. Witch. Why do the keen of mind seek to satiate their curiosity in darkness and depravity? Innocence is our father. Oriath is our mother. When a daughter strays from the light, she makes herself an orphan. Learn well the lessons that Wraeclast will teach you, which is your only hope of finding your way home. And let's see. Naming the witch. Basically, every little thing, every little character, every little tune that people play, they get to name. So there's like millions and millions of choices of what to name yourself. No, let's just do this. I'm sure this isn't taken. In some fashion, there we go. And now, we have been exiled to Wraeclast. And that's my little guild. That was my scroll, bitch. I have received this guild from a friend of mine. Ooh, the sanded shivers. Yes, witchy. No need for tutorials. Well, maybe I should have put on tutorials for you. Oh well. You'll get to see them on your own time, I suppose, if you want to play this game. Hey, Dying Exile. They just... Jeez.
We're the only ones that made
really?
It to shore.
Oh yeah.
Alive anyway.
Oh man.
With criminals.
That's right, everyone who...
Find something you can defend
Every
yourself
criminal
with.
of Oriath gets sent here to Wraeclast. Find a weapon. A wand is a weapon. You use the weapon, this little button, to do a default attack by swinging the wand, and it shoots a little projectile out.
That'll do for now.
That will do, pig. That will
There's
do.
also some smoke rising just north of here.
Yeah, might be worth checking out. Oh my god. This hungry corpse just ate that man. Now, killing this first zombie will always net us a little skill gem. These skill gems are the main ability powers of this game. And you equip them to your weapons and armor in order to use them. See, it will show up down here when you can use it. Fireball. Unleashes a ball of fire towards a target which explodes, damaging nearby foes. Oh my. Sounds almost like it causes an explosion. Health flasks and mana flasks. Recover 70 life over 3 seconds. That's pretty nice. Consume 7 of 21 charges on use. What that means is when you press, like say this button over here, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for me, I will use that flask in that slot. and start recovering life. Obviously over 3 seconds. So it recovers a total, I believe, of 70. So split over 3 seconds, that's like 22-ish almost. Same for mana. So basically the life flasks have 3 uses right now. And this one has 4. That's pretty nice. Scrolls of Wisdom identifies an item. I wonder what that could mean. Well, let us set off and find out what we can find out in this Wraeclast. May it serve us well. Our first 2 monsters, if my mouse would work. The Drowned. Many people have drowned being exiled here to Wraeclast. They're just dumping the people overboard in the ships. That's ridiculous. And Sand Spitters. I'd rather use Fireball on these little blighters. It just takes them down much easier and simpler, except that they are very mobile. And as you can see, they spit a projectile out of their little butt. They shoot sand out of their butt. But see, they walk around. Makes it a little hard to hit them. Although I did just one-shot 3 of them right there. That's pretty nice. Like the description said, Fireball does cause a little explosion when it hits. So it can be useful for taking out multiple enemies at a time, if the explosion itself does enough damage. Where the wand is only going to hit 1 enemy at a time because it's just one little singular projectile. And a shield, that's pretty nice. Now these little sockets I told you to equip the ability gems, the skill gems into, they are basically random for every little item. In fact, almost every item is random. Every item drop is random. See, I don't normally get a superior splintered tower shield with a quality of 14, improving its armor up to maybe 2 points. But even that armor stat itself can be random based on a range. They updated the game recently to where they did that, to where armor has a range of stats they can have. Well, over here on halfway down the beach, we find this chest with a support gem in it. Each support spell will track how much mana you spend on it, granting a buff when the total mana spent reaches a threshold. This is Arcane Surge. That's pretty nice. It gives you a description of what the gem does. Tells you when you gain the Arcane Surge, based on how much mana you spend, what Arcane Surge will grant you, like 10% more spell damage. It increases my mana regeneration. See, basically most stats also have a base regen. Actually, a lot of stats have a base to them. Like, see, my Witchy has 32 intelligence, 14 strength, 14 dexterity. Those are starting stats. As you can see, having all these stats give you a little bonus to them for having that many of them, reaching a threshold, as you could say. The stat screen tells you the offense of whatever you select is right here, this skill area. Or you can choose the default attack. Default attack, you'll hardly ever use it. It's like a baseline for all your other stuff, is what you'll be looking at that for, if you ever choose to look at it at all. You can see your defense, armor, the 14 armor from the shield. Wow, that gives me 29 damage reduction? 15 evasion. Now that... I don't know where I'm getting 15 evasion from. And you have fire, cold, and lightning resistances. Chaos resistance. Hey, I can block attack damage because I have a shield equipped. And movement speed, if I take off the shield, yup, that is causing a movement speed penalty. That's all. Oh, support gem. I almost forgot to equip it. You see, over here, in the upper left of the area, the middle of the screen, you can see it supports Fireball. So if we have 2 sockets in our weapon per se, that are the right color for the gems, and have that little link right there between them, we can equip a support gem to a skill gem, increasing the ability of our fireball, per se. It gives us all those little blue modifiers to our spell. And also you want to pay attention to the top of the, wow, it's an arcane skill. See up here with Fireball, at the top of the Fireball description, it's a projectile, it's a spell, it has an AoE, and it's fire-based. And as you can see, it also deals a range of 9 to 14 damage. Just plain 14 fire damage. Then has a 25% chance to ignite enemies. What is ignite? It's a status ailment, based on the element of fire. I'll get more into that later. Didn't really mean to cast Fireball, but oh well. My mouse isn't working well, so let us Fireball. You see that little crab? It's on fire. It has the ignite status on it. Oh, and see there's that mobility of these sand spitters kicking in, causing me to miss them even with a Fireball. The Twilight Strand is just a basic little beach. What all these fortifications are here for, well, we'll find out sometime down the line. You know, this land of Wraeclast is dreaded for its history and rumors and stories of monsters, and I mean, there are zombies walking around. Of course, it's a dreaded land of monsters. Hey, I leveled up. Yeah, you're not dead yet, witchy. Haven't died once. If you, per se, go to make a character and you make them softcore, it's, you have infinite lives, so you can die as many times as you like, with very few penalties. Or if you go hardcore, instead of going softcore, when you choose the character, you know, there was that flag over here that said it was a hardcore sanctum. That is only one life. You die once, you're out of hardcore. You go to softcore. Whoops, hello. Big zombie. Big zombie. It is Hillock. Kill Hillock. How do we kill zombies? Well, we'll find that out sometime soon, too. At least setting them on fire helps. As you saw there, Hillock, when I reduced his HP to half his bar, he took that sword out of his chest and fully healed. Holy crap. That's not fair. Hope he doesn't pull those arrows out and heal fully, too. Of course, as you can see, I'm avoiding... Hillock is the first boss. That's all I can say. Simple as that. He'll drop a few items. He always has a guarantee of dropping the same weapon you got at the starting of the Twilight Strand. Only it will be a 3-socket, multicolored weapon. Like, say, if you were a different class, you'd get a different weapon. Witches always get a wand. Always get the Driftwood wand. Just drop at the end, killing Hillock there. But then he can also randomly drop these things, or other things, or nothing at all, even, sometimes. That will suck. Geez, looks like he's killed quite many people. What's this? This is where the smoke was coming from. They have opened the door to us for killing Hillock. Lion's Eye Watch. What an interesting place. Seems a little run down.
I saw what you did to Hillock out there, witch. Your black art
yeah,
is the reason you're
we
here
murdered
in
him.
exile.
Murdered his dead man.
It may also be the only thing that allows you to see another dawn.
Ooh, dawn of another
I
day.
suppose I should thank you for ridding us of that putrid giant.
Oh,
Back in Oriath,
what can I say except you're welcome?
without hesitation. In Wraeclast, I
Oh.
don't have that luxury.
Which is our common class in Oriath,
Otherwise,
apparently.
Isn't much, but it's ours.
No, it does look a little run down. I guess it's yours, though, while you protect it.
But should you wish to venture out, do just one thing for me. Out on the coast, amongst the wrecks, there must be
Oh,
a
yeah.
medicine chest. I have many to
Maybe they
carry.
threw one of those overboard,
There's
too.
only so much I can do with herbs and seawater.
Yeah, she's basically the town medic or whatever. And she's taking care of people that get little cuts and bruises or get ripped apart by zombies. And as you can see here, well, first of all, these are all the other people. I'm sorry. I cannot avoid having other people in a multiplayer game.
kidding about you here.
Say hello if you see yourself.
Easy, girl. You could scorch.
And yes, I was waterlogged.
The name's Bestel.
Yeah, I'll scorch your face.
At last, my merry go is gone. My crew is
Oh, Captain.
but my wits remain. After
You still gonna call yourself a captain without your ship?
there's an island. A
Oh,
whole
witty,
skip
witty,
away
witty.
offshore of the terraces. That's where my merry go.
Oh no. I had to run around.
Spit roast the ship's doctor, but his
The
medicine
locals
might still
spit
be
roast the doctor.
amongst the splinters and bones.
Spit roasting is where you put something on a stick and spin it around the fire.
Dr. Shaky Hands Opton was
Oh my
roused
God.
with a scalpel and even worse with a sword. But he knew his
A doctor with shaky hands? That's worse than a doctor with seasickness. Or constant sickness. Oh, what do you have to say about Nessa,
Poor
Bessie?
Nessa. Not even a mother herself, and yet she cares for us all.
Yeah,
And what a sickly, pathetic
that's a
brood we are.
poetic way to say that.
May she live to have her own family. A real family. If anyone deserves that.
Aw,
Nessa
how
does.
nice.
Arrow.
The drowned dead, what do you have to say about those guys?
The rocks over yonder. Dead as a doornail he was.
Oh, you buried him.
himself. Then, a few days later, I see him
What?
on the beach.
You saw him on the
I don't know
beach?
Where, but upright, shuffling about.
Ah, zombies, what are you gonna do? They can dig themselves out of shallow graves and whatnot. Though I guess that begs the question, can they dig themselves out of deep graves? I'd imagine digging a little deeper would help in some fashion.
Around on the tidal island trying to escape from pirates. As
Oh
tends to
no,
happen here in Wraeclast,
dreaded pirates.
Her crew met a far worse fate. Cannibals. Tarkley pulled
Oh,
Vestal
no.
from some hideaway in the wreckage. The ship's only survivor.
Who's Tarkley?
Whether the ordeal fractured his mind or whether it was just in his nature all along, it's clear that
He
Vestal
sails a
sailed
different course,
routes
that's
to the
hilarious.
Wraeclast.
Yeah, I can click continue to skip all this, but I
Take care.
What now?
want the VAs to get their time in the sun. Hey, Tarkley. I just want to
Fine work
let the
with
story
Hill.
play out for you.
Where'd you learn to fight like that?
Yeah, that was fine work.
We exiles have no
Okay,
history.
forgotten.
Dominus took it from us when he had his blackguards dump us in the water out there.
Dominus.
Yeah. Got
What
some.
an evil-sounding name.
Should help you kill a few more of those undead bastards.
Oh, I'll definitely help kill a few undead bastards.
The way I figure it.
Okay, I
the more
won't
we
thank you
fighters
either.
Live, the longer everyone lives.
Now, Tarkley, and every time you complete a quest, like one of these, like kill Hillock, it said, that was a quest. For completing that quest of killing Hillock, we can talk to somebody in town, and they will give us a choice of some prizes. It won't always be skill gems. As you can see, these are all skill gems. And only this first quest right here gives you this option. A tutorial. A freezing pulse. A cold base projectile spell that pierces enemies, dealing cold damage with a chance to freeze. The projectiles lose damage and freeze chance based on how far it has traveled. I didn't realize it lost frost freezing chance, so as it left. As it traveled, I meant. Have you attained in Act 1? Check Nessa's store often when completing Act 1 quests. Oh, that's cool. Recommended. Controlled destruction, cold penetration, and spell echo. Hey, that's pretty nice. Other good supports are faster projectiles, lesser multiple projectiles, and cold damage. Added cold damage. Oh. Hey, it gives you a little video. That's pretty cool. I did not know it did this too. Yes, added cold damage would add more damage. Spelko I like. Look at that. Repeats freezing pulse an additional time, while also increasing cast speed. That's so cool. There's little videos like that for all the other skills here. Now this is just a tutorial, per se. This isn't included in all of the game. Huh. Look at that zombie go. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Now then, which skill would I like? I think I'll take this one, Kinetic Bolt. It's an attack, as opposed to all these other ones being spells. And it fires a projectile from your wand that changes direction in a zigzag pattern? That's weird. But it's gonna be helpful down the line. And Tarkley and everybody, when you first talk to them, give them their little introductions. That's pretty nice. Their little option for the introduction gets grayed out, but you can always listen to it again. Find work with Hillock. I forget I asked. And you can learn more from listening to these people talking about the world of Wraeclast.
In its day, Lion Eye's watch.
Oh, just a supply station. That's nice.
Small garrison of well-armed legionnaires. What have I got?
Well,
A handful of starving criminals with driftwood clubs and rusted
driftwood
hatchets.
clubs and rusted hatchets. That's gotta suck.
The Eternal
What do you have to say about the
Empire
dead
has
here,
right
around here?
leftovers.
The Eternal
Whether it's
Empire?
something in the air or in the water.
Something
no
in the
one
air or
stays
the
dead
water.
in
No one
Wraeclast.
stays dead in Wraeclast. Not the first time.
It can take a little while.
Oh, so they die a second time, they're gone.
Wake up
That's nice to know.
for breakfast.
I guess Hillock's gone for good.
That hat Vestal wears? Saw him pluck it from the real captain's head right before the cannibals barbecued the
Jeez.
poor bastard. Waste not.
Oh,
one
so
drop.
he's not the real captain.
Yes. Vestal's got a gift for telling tales, but I'd never call him a
Oh,
liar.
good.
The truth
We'd
is
hate to
always
have
in
liars
there.
in our towns,
Just
wouldn't
have to
we?
listen for it. Nessa's the
Nessa?
one who keeps the rest of us from losing our minds.
Oh, good.
To be honest, when she first arrived, I didn't think she'd survive
Jeez.
more than a day. 2 at most. She's been proving me wrong every dawn since.
Oh, that's so
Bard once
sweet.
sing that the fairest
He considers her a
flowers bloom in
flower.
the foulest places.
How sweet.
Bloody well right.
Letters of Exile,
I've
what's
seen
that?
many an exile pass through Lion Eye's watch, and many more that simply pass on. Those letters are my way of
Oh, I guess you had one of those too, huh, Witchy?
remembering.
Though you think
Oriath
those
might
things
want
would
to
get
forget
wet.
us all, but I'll be damned if I will.
Well, I guess they might be made of, leather or something waterproof. To keep them from getting waterlogged. Well, Tarkley is our weapons vendor. Oh, see here, right here? I'm gonna buy this crude bow. It's not to use it for anything. But here, oh, that's cute. Learning the ropes, buy an item with at least 3 linked sockets. From a vendor. Yeah, sometimes vendors sell very important things. Now, like I said, everything's basically random in this game. The shops will change every level up you get. So if, say, I killed Hillock and gotten into Lion's Eye Watch at level 1, they'd have completely different stuff for sale. And then I go up another level to level 2, and the shops would change. And restock as well, if I had bought anything the previous level. That's... And as you can see, I can buy any of these items. I have the items to trade for. Because as you might imagine, normal money is not very plentiful in a
Yes?
place full of
God
exiles,
hasn't...
or prisoners, or...
Tarkley, rescued from the waves. A stricken Vestal, fate slave. From fallen crew and broken bark.
Poor
Vestal
Brian.
lives. Thanks
Fell
to
flat at the
God.
end. But you did your best.
Tarkley's as good a man as you can find on this godforsaken
Once you talk to
planet.
somebody in town, they do have something, other people do have something to say about them.
I've never asked, and I never will. If not for Tarkley...
Oh yeah, he's a good fighter then, I guess. Saving Vestal, fighting off zombies. Nessa is like the jewelry magic vendor. She sells flasks, amulets, rings, currency items. Which, if I had enough scrolls of wisdom, I could buy a portal scroll. If I had enough portal scrolls, I could buy a orb of transmutation, and augmentation, then alteration, so on. The currency system is interesting, to say the least. You get more of a lesser item to not really per se effectively trade for better items. Like, it's not like you get 10 scrolls of wisdom, you get 1 portal scroll, and then 10 of these. No. It's kind of a... It's basic. That's all. But if you follow the chain of trading, you can find basically what's the most expensive and best currency items that you will want to be finding for yourself. And vendors, the medicine vendors also sell skill gems. These skill gems at the vendors will be different for every different class you choose to play as, but it's basically quest locked to where I kill Hillik, I can buy from Nessa Fireball, which I started with, or any of the other options that Charkley offered me, as well as a few others he did not offer me, like Spark, Ethereal Knives, Explosive Trap, Frostbolt. Well, I think he offered that. Then you also get an offer of Arcane Surge for the Witch. It's gonna be the second item, the second gem you found on the beach, the Twilight Strand.
Be well.
The first support gem you ever got. Well, I've talked a fair amount so far. I think I've done an okay job of, whoops. Some of these shouldn't be here. Because as you can see, if I go into my stash, which a stash is shared between all different characters of the different, leagues, like Standard, Sanctum, Hardcore Sanctum. Every character or tune you make into those flags of leagues share a stash. So I wanted to make this LP, and I was waiting before I was ready to play. But I got bored, and I had an idea, so I have this stuff. Currency items. I have not many items. I haven't played for long. I just played with one character. That's all I did. Now then, if you are a new player to this game, you would only have these 4 plain, brown, reddish tabs available to you. Those are the only 4 tabs you would have available to your stash. No matter how many characters you had, until you spend money, like I did a little bit, to buy extra tabs. And as you can see, I've put a few of them into folders. Sorry for that. That's just my keyboard. And you get to name them. You get to name any tabs you buy, but these first 4... Hello. You don't get to name them, but apparently you can socket them to... to say quick click, to where I press Control, then left click. I can quick swap between my stash, an item between my stash and my backpack. But say if I'm in a different tab and my tab is affinity locked to, say, currency, say if I Control left click an item, it would go right to the tab that it's selected, but currency would go right to the tab affinity for currency. And this tab right here, this is bought and paid for. This tab right here, this tab, everything but these 4. These are free, no matter what. That's why you can play this game for free. Pick up any item you like. No, don't pick up every item you like. Don't ever pick up every item. This game is not meant to pick up every item. It's basically like a slot machine where not every item is gonna be the one for you. Though always pick up currency items. That's all I can say. That's what I always do. And look how much I have. And I've spent a lot of these items too. What I mean by spending a lot of these items is Scroll of Wisdom identifies an item. What do I mean by that? Items come in 4 different varieties of being a white normal item, a blue magic item, a yellow rare item, or an orange unique item. Jeez. Forgot I had that. That's a big weapon. And anything magic or above, because it's a ranking of normal, magic, rare, to unique, you need to use the Scroll of Wisdom on a magic or higher item to identify it, reveal its hidden stats. And you cannot even equip an unidentified item. Identify the item, you get to learn stats. Then you can equip it. If you have the basic required level and dexterity for, say, this spike weapon. This spike sword. Portal scroll. Those are very handy. I'll get into that next time. But say this one upgrades normal item to magic. Randomizes a magic item with new modifiers. What do you mean by that? You randomize the stats. Different weapons, like normal weapons, have no bonus stats whatsoever. Magic items get 2 stats. Yellow ones, rare ones, get 6. And unique ones have unique. You cannot do anything to modify them, really. There are some things you can do to modify them, but not much. But all these different items are used. All these different currency items are used in modifying items you find in the game, as well as a little bit yourself. Like right here, this is an Orb of Regret. It will give you refund points. What do I mean by refund points? It's a passive skill point. For leveling up from level 1 to level 2, you get a passive skill point. We will get into that next episode, because this episode's going on long already. But man, this is pretty nice. The land of Wraeclast. It's pretty big and wide and open. This little world screen shows you the quests you have, the quests you've completed. Mercy mission, Bessel informs you his ship is over here on the world. Search of the Sanctum, sure. These two don't really matter. Like, this one really doesn't matter, because I'm playing a new character, and like I said, I have some items already from that character saved into this league. But all the quests are unique to the character you make. So you can't do everything high level with a low level character. So anyways, for now, we will leave that here now, YouTube. Until next time. I hope you enjoy this episode and the next episode and all the episodes I'm going to make for this Let's Play, because this will be a casual Let's Play of Path of Exile. This will not be min-maxing, this will not be extreme, farm 1 billion of the best currency items, or have the best build. Like I said, I want to play through the story at least, and this will be very casual. This will not be a 1% perfect playthrough. No matter what. I'm not that kind of guy. This witch is not going to be that kind of witch. She's cute, though. I love the witch. She's so beautiful. Anyways, until next time, take care of yourselves and have fun. Bye-bye, YouTube.